Welcome to the Age of Aquarius. This is Amina, your survival guide in the Age of Aquarius. The reading for May the 11th, 2023. So we're looking at Thursday, or give or take a few days, depending on your timeline. Anyway, this reading is marked for Aquarius, but it's actually for the collective because we are in the Age of Aquarius. And everybody has Aquarius in their chart. So this reading will apply to you in one way or another. Anyway, let's take a moment to really relax, let go of the 3D world for a few minutes. Really breathe, focus on your breathing in through your nose, really powerful golden light energy. Exhale any negative energy that you might be feeling while you let go of the day and you let go of the past and you're right here, right now. So you can fully take in the information, okay? Here we go. In through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. And while we're at it, we're going to get some 528 hertz heart chakra energy, the key of me, into our energy. That is the miracle frequency. Here we go. For the win. We can use some of that, right? Can use some of that miracle energy. So just relax and kind of let go of it all. Be right here in the now. Okay, so let's take a look at the astrology. It's interesting because Uranus and the Sun went into grand conjunction, and we have Mercury backing up to the North Node. So that's like revisiting people returning from the past, or revisiting issues that haven't quite completed just yet. And we've got Pluto retrograding towards Capricorn and meeting up with the moon, who's headed into Aquarius. This is tropically, by the way. So very contemplative energy about what the past was and what you want your future to be like. Very interesting energy. And we've got all this water energy with Venus and Mars over in Cancer tropically. And the fire energy it's there, but it burns and fizzles out easily. So some of you may be experiencing fatigue, maybe needing to sleep a little more than normal, especially the fixed signs. Especially the fixed signs. But also possibly Aries as well, because of Chiron being over there in Aries tropically. So keep that in mind. You all have these placements, so this could affect the collective in general. A lot of you may be feeling like, wow, I really need more sleep. I'm just not getting enough. And you've probably not been getting enough for a while. A lot of you. Not really good, intense sleep. I'll remind you that if you use the Marian method with that 528 hertz, your sleep will improve greatly. It's working for me. And it's just amazing how much sleep I was actually missing, and I didn't realize it. It's something that kind of creeps up on you, right? You think, oh, yeah, I can do good on 4 or 5 hours, right? Yeah. I've also been discovering some interesting things with the frequencies. And one that I tried out on I think it was my 12th or 13th time in. And it's a frequency that seems to shut you down almost immediately, not in a bad way. So if I experience that again, I'll let you know which frequency it is, and it might be one you might want to do right as you're trying to get to sleep, for those of you that really can't seem to get out of your heads and get to sleep. Because I tell you what, that one was like instant cancellation. Not joking. But I'll share that with you if I observe that it continues to do that, and I'm testing it on my husband too. Anyway, yeah. Have you ever heard of narcolepsy? I've actually experienced that. And it was brought on, interestingly enough, by an allergy. A lot of things are brought on by allergies. People don't realize that they're actually a symptom of an allergy. Things like that, trigeminal neuralgia. Try eating some tuna fish and find out the hard way if you're allergic to it, because you'll experience nerve facial pain going by your ear, in front of your ear, shoots down your neck. Yeah, that's some fun. But that's actually an allergy to tuna, which is likely the mercury in it. And the funny thing is, my narcolepsy was triggered by chocolate. Yeah, weird, right? Autoimmune, the body is a fascinating thing. Anyway, so we got to heal our DNA so we quit having these triggers, right? Yikes. It takes time. There's been a lot of damage done, unfortunately. So you got to stick with it. There's got to be some staying power with this whole thing. And you'll see results. And it comes in, and you'll notice you feel different when you get done with doing one of the therapies using the Marion method. When you come out, you'll go, yeah, I do feel a little different. Something's different. Anyway, try to get that 528 hertz into your life in every way, shape, and form. If you listen to, I've got them in playlist, ones that definitely are playing 528 hertz. You can listen to those, and the more you immerse yourself in that sound, that frequency, so if you use earbuds or a headset or something, all the better. You can even play it like on a phone or through speakers in the bathroom when you're giving yourself a treatment with the Marion method and using the forks directly in your body as well. That adds an interesting dimension to it all, that I've noticed as well. So you guys might try that out. Anyway, so we're trying to clean up some old past stuff, tying up loose ends. It feels like there might be the energy I'm picking up feels like going by the book, possibly some finger pointing happening. Just some weird, interesting energy. Try not to get into the blame game with people. Try to stay out of that sort of stuff. Yeah, just do your best to steer clear of any of that. Because a lot of narcissistic behavior is people that will blame shift. Um, they'll blame somebody else for something when it was actually them. And if you find that you were the actual problem in the first place, recognize it, address it, apologize to anybody that you may have inadvertently set on a path because you thought maybe they had done something when it was actually you all along. It's really weird how that works. But as long as you recognize it and you head it off at the pass, all the better, right? And that clears you of any kind of karma when you address it and you go, oh, no, no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong, right? Okay. A lot of people forget to do that. You know, it's really strange. I was watching this video and it was really, it was gut wrenching to watch. It was a teenage girl that had hit a couple of people. My husband had seen it too. And I was like, her reaction, drunk or not, her reaction to what she had done was so disconnected from the heart chakra that it was unbelievable to me. First of all, if I hit anything with my vehicle, like a squirrel or anything like that, if anything like that were to happen, I would be extremely distraught and extremely upset. And if I had hit another human, I don't know if I could even, if they were asking me what had happened, I would have great difficulty in describing it because I'd be too busy hyperventilating and freaking out, right? That's how, when you have a connected heart chakra, you would react. Oh my God, what has just happened, right? But here's the thing, guys. You want to know why alcohol's legal? It's your worst enemy. It keeps your vibration so low. I'm not kidding. Really way down there. It also enables some very nasty negative energy to invade your space, so to speak. And I know people say, oh, I kick back with a glass of wine now and then. There's nothing wrong with that. It leaves you wide open and defenseless. It really does. No wonder it's legal. Because part of the holodeck program, well, the way things, the old establishment is trying to keep your vibration so low that you operate without your heart chakra engaged. The me society, it's all about me instead of we, right? Anyway, I just wanted to point that out because it's something that bothered me so much because here's a young girl. She's just affected the lives of so many in such a drastic way, and she doesn't seem to even register it. It didn't even register. And it's like, that's how broken we are. This planet is. The souls on it are so disconnected. It's really shocking. Anyway, sorry, I digressed. It's just something I saw and it really affected me in such a big way. And my team wanted me to see that. They're like, this is what we're dealing with here. And I knew it was bad. I mean, I've seen it. I mean, I've been on the receiving and giving end of narcissistic behavior. And we've all done it. All of us. Everybody that's walking and breathing on this planet have done things that they shouldn't have. It just, when you're brought up in a system that teaches you to act like that and to function like that, you think that's normal. Well, it's not normal. It's the furthest thing from normal. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back on this. So, here we go. The nodes are retrograding out of fixed signs. Right now we're at 3 degrees. Now this is tropical. One's heading into Aries, the other one into Libra. Okay. They're not there yet. It'll be a little while yet. They're very slow moving. And we've got Pluto, who's extremely slow, backstepping into Capricorn. Will arrive in Capricorn, I believe it was June 11th. And we'll hang out there for a little while before it comes back in to Aquarius, I think in October. So it's a rough year. It just is, because there's so many changes happening, and a lot of us trying to leave our past behind and walk the new road, our new destined fate, right? Trying to clear out karma so we can walk in dharma instead. And that's not easy, especially when you're running, you're doing this all the while you've got a bunch of people that have not realized what's happened to them. It's like they're drowning and they don't even know it. It's very strange, right? You look around at people and it's like, man, they're so out of tune and out of touch. Um, Part of that's by design. Think about, we don't ground ourselves to the planet or that frequency, right? What is it? 7.83, I think, hertz, the planet. It helps ground us between it and the ionosphere, basically. And that grounding's gone. And, well, look at the mess it's made. Basically, it's a good way to put it. Anyway, so the energy I'm feeling is some finger pointing, possibly, but looking at things by the book, details, and just, that storm energy still going on. Um, and yeah, the tornado outbreaks and stuff like that were definitely happening. Spin ups, that's the energy, that bottlenecking. Yeah, we're trying to push a lot through a gateway, and it's a very small gateway, and we're trying to get as much done and out of our hair so that we can walk this new energy and get out of that old icky energy of the past, right? Anyway, let's get into the reading itself, okay? It looks really good. We have Peaks of Joy 33. And you notice there's a beautiful child. She's wide open. She's floating on air. And she's reflecting a butterfly. See how her arms are outstretched, and she's almost mimicking. It's interesting because the last reading I did was talking about mimicking, somebody mimicking, right? And then the 33, that's a mimic number. 3, it's mirrored, right? Okay. So people reflecting and mimicking, that energy is still hanging with us for sure. But she's floating in air and peaks of joy. Now, remember, I talked about what brings you joy, because so many people have so little joy in their lives. It's like they're running on the hamster wheel and there's just nothing. They never laugh. They never smile. Some of them, they're such in a low vibration that if you smile at them, they think it's weird and that something's wrong with you. You've gotten that before? I'm sure you have. You're weird if you're happy. You're not normal if you're, you know, it's very weird to me that people act like that. And it's because they're disconnected from the heart chakras. This 528 fixes that. But yeah. So these peaks of joy, how do you get to that? You get to that by no matter what, no matter how bad your circumstances are or what's going on, there's always something we can be grateful for. And if we really focus on that gratitude, like find that one thing that really, man, you thank goodness that's in your life, because if it wasn't, oh my gosh, focus on that. Even if it's a small thing, you know, a certain person, or, oh my gosh, that little robot vac I got. I'm so thankful for that thing because I have 2 cats. That sort of stuff, really. And it'll put you in the vibration of pure joy. You need to be in that vibration, okay? Because when you are, your arms are wide open, you're in receiving energy, okay? And you'll be able to receive the frequencies coming in, okay? Especially when you're doing the Marian method or indulging in 528 hertz or any of the other amazing frequencies related to the whole solfeggio set and the 369. Because we have the High Priestess. She knows. And I'll tell you why in a minute. But let's read about 33. Your life is filled with happiness, so share it with others. Upright, joy is yours today. No matter what your inquiry, you will be happy with the results. You're coming closer to a sense of achievement, and you've worked hard for it. You're surrounded by true companions and events that are synchronistically arranged to bring you to the next level of your life. The world is singing a beautiful harmony. Yes, it is. This one, heart chakra energy, 528 hertz. We're going to start singing. Not kidding. Life is exhilarating and hopeful. Let gratitude fill your heart and remember to share your happiness. Joy is contagious. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Like I keep describing, we're dropping a pebble into the water. This sound is the pebble that we're dropping, 528 hertz. We're dropping that into the water. And the shock waves that ripple out from that, they can't help but heal via osmosis. Okay, reverse for those that need to hear it. Do you rely too heavily on your material achievements when you assess how happy you are? That's a good question, right? Perhaps you say, I'll be happy when I meet that right lover, or make this certain amount of money, or reach my ideal weight, and so on, right? Why wait to arrive at the perfect destination before allowing yourself to experience sheer delight? Why would you wait? You don't have to wait. This is a day for joy. Take a walk, listen to the songbirds, scratch a kitty's head, play with a dog, look at a baby, and be in awe of life, which leads to a true sense of bliss. Be alive, be grateful, and know that happiness is an inside job. Yeah. If you're relying on outside means to make you happy, you're never going to reach it. Okay. All right. High Priestess, because she knows. Now, I want to point out some things. Not only do we have the star, which represents Aquarius, even though this is a Pisces card, but look at her headdress very closely. Notice it's the Egyptian horn with the round sun symbol, or is that a moon symbol? Usually the moon is at her feet, remember? With the High Priestess on the High Priestess card. But it's all about what? What do those horns represent? Well, they represent sound, tuning forks, horns, and then the light in the middle, right? It's the cycles of the moon. So you see the moon, how it shows the cycles of the moon, and knowing that there's like a net of frequency. And you know this because she knows secrets. Okay. She stands between the pillars. She rocks down the center. She doesn't take a right-hand path. And she doesn't take a left-hand path. She's not a doormat, and she's not an egomaniac either. She walks right in the middle. Okay? Number 2, High Priestess. Gotta love it. Excellent card. All right. The High Priestess is the maiden goddess in the cycles of the moon, the first aspect phase of the triple goddess. She has a silent, mysterious power that can look into one's soul. The priestess has deep wisdom and intuition. She contains all knowledge, but at a level that can only be expressed in symbols. This is often referred to as the psychic card. She is the feminine principle that balances the masculine principle of the magician. The High Priestess number is 2, symbolizing balance and choices. The High Priestess can pass back and forth through the veil behind her, represented by the spider's web. The veil is the passage between the conscious and the unconscious realms. The High Priestess guards it well. The High Priestess helps us clarify our purpose and our potentials. As you peel back the layers of your personal veil, you move deeper into your inner self, discovering your connection to the realm of spirit and soul memory. The High Priestess watches over the hidden knowledge, dreams, and what is beyond the seemingly obvious. She is the portal or channel for universal mysteries that lay hidden behind the veil. The High Priestess is the link between the seen and the unseen. She balances the polarities of the masculine, feminine, and the light and the dark, spirit and matter, tapping into intuition and inherent knowledge. The High Priestess keeps these dualities in balance, understanding the continuous cycling and rebalancing of life's forces and experiences. One of the priestess's virtues is patience. She does not push. She waits in stillness of silence, listening for the whispers of the divine. With the High Priestess, you realize all answers lie within you. She says, take time to meditate, deep dive into the stillness of your soul self, and listen. The High Priestess holds the key. The key is the star to the Akashic records, universal knowledge. She has the gift of knowing how to channel into the collective memory of the past, present, and future that guide you to resolve blocks that disturb your inner peace and balance. The star she holds contains the universal secrets, answers, and mysteries that are available to you through prayer, meditation, dreams, and communion with nature and the higher self. Her message is to trust your inner self and intuition. The High Priestess brings harmony and balance to situations that have been out of sync. She represents the beginning of the creative cycle. She brings time for self-reflection and integrating opposing aspects of the self. The priestess signals a time of going within, experiencing your dark, mysterious self, balancing that experience with your conscious self. Understanding and honoring both realms can unveil the portal to the inner oasis of your soul. Symbolism of the High Priestess image. The waxing moon above the dark pillar, the first aspect of the moon's continuous cycle on her right, represents the time for planting seeds, intentions, and ideas, which is interesting because we have a new moon coming up in Taurus, I believe, which is interesting because where are our nodes? We just had a Scorpio full, and that's where the south node is, right? A new moon in Taurus, where the north node is. That's where we're headed, okay? The full moon above the High Priestess represents illumination, harvest, the fullness of life, the opened flower. The waning crescent moon to her left represents death, moving into rebirth, bringing lessons, awakening, and healing from the process of passing through all the phases of the cycling moon. The two pillars symbolize the dualities of the physical spiritual life, masculine, feminine self, and negative, positive energies. The black pillar symbolizes understanding, the pillar of severity. The white pillar represents wisdom, the pillar of mercy. The High Priestess represents the center pillar of mildness. The spider's web represents the veil between the conscious and the subconscious. It symbolizes creativity and all the possibilities in life, but also it is there to make us aware that we can get trapped in the veil if we pass through it without the proper knowledge and preparedness. The High Priestess holds a star in her hand, symbolizing her ability to access the Akashic records, which is universal knowledge. The star in her crown symbolizes the sixth chakra. The third eye is associated with the High Priestess, symbolizing great insight. Her dress is made up of a pattern of crosses, descent of spirit into matter and matter into spirit, the balance of male and feminine energies, and the balance of the four directions of spirit, emotions, mind, and body. And spirals, spiral of life and the universe and its creative forces. Her dress flows into the pool of subconsciousness that reflects one back to the self. In the pool, the blue color and the stars represent the deep knowledge and creativity that is constant in our universe. The planet associated with the priestess is the moon, intuition, cycles, and mystery, as well as the third eye, insight, the sixth chakra. Like I said, it feels like mirroring and reflecting back this energy, right? They're both representing that energy. So some people might see themselves in you, and you might see yourself in them. And when you recognize that and that you're all connected to each other, it's quite an amazing gift when you actually realize that. And then it becomes a lot harder to hurt those that are connected to you, right? Because you're only hurting yourself, right? Okay, so let's make sure that we get connected good and solid to our heart chakras with 528 hertz. Information is in the description box below to obtain a very good high quality US made tuning fork at 528 hertz from Sacred Waves. It benefits the channel, helps us out a great deal, and infinite gratitude to those of you that have already purchased your tuning forks or are planning to. Also, I'm available for personal private video readings, guidance, etc., coaching, and the information is below on how to obtain a reading. Anyway, I hope you guys have an extremely good Thursday. Yeah, remember, peaks of joy. And it's interesting, one thing I want to show you, excuse me, is right below that was ride the wave. Ride the wave, those energy waves of joy. Just keep riding them, okay? Get that 528 hertz and that joy. Get your heart chakra good and connected. And that gratitude. You'll be amazed where it's going to take you. Anyway, hope you have a really good day. More to come.